Ebomey here. I had a request, and Roman, I'm just gonna have to put a link down below to your channel. I'm sure that it has some secret code that's supposed to mean something, but so Roman asked me to talk more about the Vortex Crossfire, which you're looking at. A lot of you guys may know this is the scope that came off of the Huber Concepts Mosin. I did not retire this off of that rifle because there was something I didn't like about it. I just think that the Mosin is a lot more capable than this scope, and I wanted to put something more powerful on the Mosin, so this got put on Project Overkill. I will fully admit, this if you guys don't know, this is all the Go Fast goodies that I would normally put on an AR platform, but it does have a dedicated 22 long rifle upper. Having said that, just so you know, this scope was not designed specifically designed for a 22. It's made to go on a high-powered rifle. Maybe not a BMG 50, but it was not made for a 22. What Roman wanted to know is my thoughts on it. Well, I love the Vortex products. I believe that you're probably getting some of the best bang for the buck when you go with Vortex. They have the fully multi-coated optics. You get some great light transmissions through them if you're going to be shooting in low light. Granted, this has always been on a gun used for bench shooting, not for hunting, so it's not like I'm out there in the first thing in the morning waiting for that animal to jump out. So and that's not what I've ever used it for. So that I can't really address. What I can address is, well, it was on the Mosin. It was awesome. It was deadly accurate, and granted, I will say that I really never had the opportunity to shoot beyond 100 yards, but it always held zero. It always functioned perfectly. So let's talk about it a little bit. It is a 6 to 18 power with a 44mm objective lens. Your eye relief on here is 3.7 to 4.5 inches. So in this particular the scenario, it's always important when you're setting it up for the first time to kind of keep everything a little loose, so it can maybe move a little bit and double check to make sure you're getting that eye relief just perfect for you. It's they're 1 inch tubes, capped. The capped turrets, they do use O-rings everywhere to make it extremely waterproof. It's easy to reset this. I have to admit, I have not had a chance to get out and get this sighted in on this particular rifle. Right now, it still has. It was zeroed out for while it was while its home was on the Mosin. It is a quarter MOA adjustments, and it has a max adjustment of 50 MOA. The parallax on it, now this was the one and only thing that I would have liked to have changed about this. The scope that I ended up getting to put on the Mosin, the Millet, has the parallax knob on the side right here. This is up on the objective lens. For a bench gun, probably not a big deal. I would say if you were actually out hunting, you'd probably enjoy having the one up here where you're able to stay on target and you don't have to reach quite as far forward to get your adjustments on it. Me personally, my biggest issue is it came with the bikini style bungee cord caps, and I wanted to put these Butler Creek flip ups on here, and it's like, okay, when your parallax is out front, where do you set that flip cover when you're anal retentive? So I basically, my standard shot with this would be, say between 50 and 200 yards. so I just kind of centered that at 100 yards, just because I wanted, you know, just me. It's on a Rock River Arms cantilever mount. This was the mount that was on this rifle, and not the rings that it had over on the Mosin. It's 13 and a half inches without the sunshade, and it weighs 19.6 ounces. And it's just been an absolutely fantastic scope. I can't wait to get out and do a little shooting with it on here. I know people will say, why have a scope like that on something like that? My first answer is because I can. My second answer is because you know, I'm lazy, and I didn't want to have to walk all the way to the target at 100 yards when you have a scope that you can actually see all of your hits. Winning. So I hope that kind of answers your questions, Roman. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. This one, and I'll try to get some put so you can see what it looks like. This one has the bullet drop compensator for the reticles in it. You can find these. I would always check both Optics Planet and like Amazon, for instance, and you can find this scope, and what you're gonna get is that bikini cover, the sunshade, and the scope. Does not come with any kind of rings or anything like that. There's two different versions of this. The bullet drop version that I have here, and you can find this now for in the $220 range, which I think is an exceptional buy for the quality of these scopes. And you can also get one with a lit reticle, and that one kind of makes kind of a big jump. That one is $270, so $50 more if you want to have a lit reticle. For what I'm doing with it, it didn't really seem like it really mattered all that much. That millet that I have on the Mosin right now and have on the BMG 50, both of those are lit reticles, and when you're out shooting during the day, it's just really kind of irrelevant. But if you're going to be using this for hunting, you may want to decide which one. If you go to Optics Planet, you can see what those what the reticle will look like while you're looking through the scope. So again, thanks Roman for asking. I hope I answered all the questions. If not, feel free to get in touch with me. And again, this is the Vortex Crossfire II 6x18x44, and I absolutely think that this is some of the best bang for the buck that you're going to get out of a scope. When I do my AR-10 308 build, I fully intend on having a Vortex on there. Right now I'm just undecided between the Viper series and the HD. My good friend Christopher, his channel is Alone with Company. He had a brand new, on his brand new 308 that he had at the shoot this year, he had the Vortex Viper on there, and that was simply an awesome scope. I mean, you get so much scope for the money. I know there's a lot of big dollar money you can spend on a scope, but for what you get from Vortex, I definitely know you guys will be impressed. So, okay, guys. Thanks a lot, and Roman, man, I'll have a link down below to his channel. He's it looks like he's got a pretty cool channel. He's got a lot of things, similar interests that I have. He's obviously a gun guy asking questions about this scope, but he's also a musician. And Roman, man, you have one hell of a guitar collection. That is awesome. So. Okay, guys, ebomey, out of here.